Hello everyone, welcome to LN Campus. I am Sashikant. Today we are going to learn about the new resource management functionality which is introduced in ERP LN 10.5. To understand this topic better, you need to know manufacturing, service and service group planning concepts to a certain extent. The agenda for this presentation goes like this. We will first start with an introduction to the resource management topic and its importance in business. Then we will talk about the current business challenges, expectations from the enterprises or business requirements, then a high-level solution overview with a short demo, and finally we will recap what we have discussed and close this session. So what is resource management and what is it all about? Well, from an operational point of view, resource management is a process of using companies' resources in the most efficient way possible. The resources can be the company's machinery, money, material, and employees. However, the prime concentration of the new resource management functionality within ERP LN is only on the employees' part. Let's have a closer look at the current business challenges. Enterprises are not able to plan and assign the employees for various activities. For example, an employee can work in a production line or can perform a repair activity in the service department or can even work for a project. There is no possibility currently to assign an employee to the activity. Since the planning and assignment activities are being carried out manually in most of the enterprises, it is possible that they end up with either overloading of the employees or underutilization of few employees. The third business challenge is that due to the customer escalations, it is possible in most of the cases that the planner would go for a reactive planning. This can typically happen in case of field service. Now let's move to the business requirements. Enterprises are looking for a way to efficiently plan their resources by avoiding the manual processes. The bare minimum expectation for any enterprise in today's world is to assign the right employee to the right task to get the best quality products. The next major requirement could be that the solution should provide deep insights into the employees' availability and their current allocations with the capabilities of handling the exceptions. And finally, it must be an integrated solution within ERP LN for assigning the employees for different activities rather using the spreadsheets or any third-party products. How the resource management functionality is going to help us achieve the business challenges? Let's look at the solution overview now. Each activity that is part of the master data is now linked to a skill. If we take a production task of making threads on a shaft as an example, the skills required to perform the operation could be lathe operation and thread cutting. When an order is created, the skills from the master data are copied to the order level. In other words, the skills are copied from the master data to the transaction data. These skills are called as demanding skills. On the other hand, we can maintain the skills that an employee is capable of. An employee can have more than one skill. These skills are called supplying skills. Finally, when we run the resource planning engine, the employees who have the desired skills are searched and assigned to the activities by considering various constraints. So let's move on to our demo scenario. We are going to look at 3 different scenarios during our demo. The first scenario is all about assigning the employees to the activities using an automated assignment process. For this, I am going to consider the service orders that I have already created in ERP LN. Then the second scenario is about how to assign an employee to an order manually without using the automatic process. I am going to consider a job shop order for this scenario. During the last scenario, we will try to see how we can handle the exceptions. For example, reassigning a task to a different employee using the resource management workbench. Now let's see how resource management functionality handles these scenarios. Well, there are two service orders available with free status. So let's consider these two service orders for our first scenario. When we open up the details of the service order and navigate to the assignments tab, we could see that there are no assignments done, which means the service order activity is not yet assigned to any engineer. Also, if we go to the details of the activities and navigate to the required skills tab, we could see the skills required to perform the repair activity. Let's close this session. The first step in the process of automated assignment is to generate the plan for the orders which needs the assignments. So let's open the generate plan session. I have selected the origin as service order and the orders range has been given in the service orders selection tab. When we press the generate button, the engine will collect the service orders which needs the assignment and create groups for further processing. Let's move to the groups to review the outcome of the plan. There is one group created here. Let's open it up. The group has got a lot of details. What's important here is the status of the group on the header, which is planned. Check resources for skills and total duration of the activities which are part of this group. The service order activities which are part of this group can be accessible from the activities tab. The second step in the process of automated assignment is to propose the resources based on the skills. Using this option, the resources can be proposed. So let's complete this step. 4 resources were proposed for this group. Let's say OK and move to the proposed resources tab. In the proposed resources tab, we could see all the resources which have the required skills to perform the service order activities, and one resource is selected for the allocation also. The third step in the automated assignment is to allocate the resources. Let's execute this using the allocate resources option. The resource has been allocated to the activity. Let's say OK and move to the allocated resources tab. Here we can see the assigned engineer for the repair activity. The last step in the automated assignment is release the plan. When we do this, the service order assignments are actually updated. So let's release the plan. A release report will be printed notifying us about the details of the assignment. So just close it. Let's come back to our service order and check the assignment now. We could see that an engineer with the required skills to perform the repair activity has been assigned. With this, we have come to the end of our first scenario. We have executed a number of steps to update one assignment, and you must be thinking, how can we call it as an automated process? Well, to answer your question, the procedure that we have followed is a kind of semi-automatic process. We can run the same sessions in a job mode, which will do its job to give us the desired results without having manual intervention. So let's move to our second scenario. The objective of our second scenario is to assign a resource for a job shop order manually. Before getting into the manual assignment process, let's have a look at the production order details. Order number PRD7 is created for 2 pieces of condenser assembly. The current order status is planned. Let me take you through the operations as well. The order consists of 2 operations. The first operation is MIG welding activity and the second one is the assembly activity. The skills required for performing each operation are different. Now let's close this off and move to the manual assignment process. We are going to use the resource management workbench for assigning the employee to the job shop order or production order. First thing that I am going to do is to select my work center code. Based on the work center that I have given, the 4 operators who are assigned to this work center are displayed. The green color on the chart denotes the operator's working time. If we look at the activities section, the 2 operations from our production order PRD7 are displayed. Since the 2 operations are unique in nature and requires different set of skills, let's do the assignment process one by one. When I select the first operation, the employee list has been filtered automatically to display the employees who have the required skills. So out of 4 operators, only 3 operators have got the skills to perform this operation. I would like to assign this operation to operator 1. So simply hold the activity and drop it on the chart. Let's carry out the same for the second operation as well. And now save the changes. To check the assignments at the production order operation level, simply give a right click on the activity and choose the option Drill to Operation Employees. In this session, we can see the production order operation and the operator who has been assigned for this operation. We have successfully assigned the operators to the production order operations. This takes us to the end of our second scenario. The third scenario is to manage the exceptions, which is quite simple. Assume that you have assigned an employee to an activity which is supposed to start at 7 o'clock in the morning. However, the operator did not come for work due to personal reasons. Now we need to reassign it to someone else, right? So let's take this as an exception scenario and try to execute it. During our second scenario, we have assigned the assembly operation to operator 2. Since he is not available to perform this task, I would like to reassign it to operator 3, who has the same skills to perform this task. To reassign, simply hold the activity on the timeline and drop it on operator 3. Now save the record. To see the changes, right click on the activity and choose the option Drill to Operation Employees. We have successfully handled the exception as well and demonstrated the third scenario. In this way, resource management functionality would give more flexibility for the planners to assign the right employees to the right job and manage the exceptions easily. This takes us to the end of our demo, so let's quickly summarize what we have discussed so far. The new resource management functionality has been introduced in LN 10.5 version. Resource management can be used to manage the employees in an effective way. The assignment process can be done in 3 different ways: fully automatic way using the jobs, semi-automatic way, which means using the group planning sessions manually, and finally the resource management workbench to handle the exceptions and also to assign the employees to the orders manually. Currently in LN 10.5, it is only possible to assign the employees to the production order operations using the resource management workbench manually. However, from LN 10.5.1 onwards, it is also possible to use the production orders in the automated resource planning engine. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section.
Subscribe to the channel and never miss an update from LN Campus.